I think at this point it's safe to say we live in a world of prohibitively expensive trading card game releases, and it's not just limited to Magic and Pokemon. Heck, some indie TCGs are coming out and their boxes are wildly overpriced, only to eventually trickle down and crash back to the ground, or in the case of, the Magic and Pokemon, continue to go up, up, and up. But Edge of Eternities, the next Magic the Gathering release, is going to feel a little bit different. And while Magic the Gathering may have expanded to bring in a lot more people through Final Fantasy and in the past Lord of the Rings, I think it's important to note that this Magic set is not a Universes Beyond set, it's just a regular Magic set. And that means prices, trends, and what we pay for product will differ greatly. So let's get into all of that today. And if you like conversations like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and like the video because it helps a small channel like mine more than you can possibly imagine. All right, let's talk some Edge of Eternities. Now, if you made it this far, you're in for a bit of a treat, because not only are we going to talk about Final Fantasy heading into Edge of Eternities, but I'm going to give some bonus takes about cannibalization and wallet fatigue regarding transitioning from Edge of Eternities into the Spiderman release. It's important to note there's only about a month and a half, a month and 3/4 between the two releases, so we're in for a wild, wild time. But when it comes to the next release, Edge of Eternities, I'll get this out of the way right now. I'm extremely excited. I like Magic the Gathering. I've been around the industry and the game for the better part of 2 decades, and while yes, I believe in Universes Beyond, I understand that it brings a lot of eyeballs onto our community and brings people back into the fold, or maybe even into the fold for the first time. I like Magic sets. I like Magic the Gathering Magic sets because, gosh, I'm just an old school boomer. That doesn't mean I don't like the Universes Beyond stuff, but this one holds a special place in my heart. And for that reason, I have an emotional interest in this set being successful. It has all of the things that I enjoy in a Magic set. Well, most of the things. It is missing the cohesive story, and gosh, I am a boomer, but I do wish we could go back to the block structure, but it does have crazy chase treatments of cards. It's got wildly playable cards across multitude of formats, as today staples are dropping in the form of spoilers. And it even has a selection of products that I think is healthy for our community. So I say this with a heavy heart that I think this set could be in for a bit of a wild ride downward for a short amount of time. To give an example, I want to head over to TCG Player where we can check some prices, and the Collector Booster Box currently way too early pre-pricing. Don't be like Josh from Hometown TCG said it's a $400 Collector Box. I did not say that. The way too early pricing is at $328.05. And I will say, and I'm gonna full screen this because I think it's important, I believe there is some spillover hype. There's some leftover expectations. There's a bit of Magic the Gathering Collector Booster Box price memory going on with this price. As we know, and believe we know, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, there are no serialized cards in Edge of Eternity. And while whether you believe in serialized cards or not, it is something that has helped prop up and motivate the value of a lot of these collector boxes. Furthermore, there's no, that we know of, crazy, hidden gems from Magic Past, Universes Beyond, Transformers in the box. There's no early Spider-Man previews. It's just a standalone Magic set. And for that reason, a $328 way too early pre-order for collector box seems a bit absurd. We look back into Magic's past at things like Tarkir Dragonstorm, which yes, was high, but was probably one of the most anticipated sets of the year, and then back into the past into something like Aether Drift, and we see there's a large range of variants. And we do live in this wonderful world now where good Magic sets are expensive, and Magic sets that are more Aether Drifty, even though I really love the set, are not very expensive. They don't cost us nearly as much. I think Edge of Eternity is going to ride that line somewhere in the middle, especially leading up to release. If you told me this was a $230 to $250 collector box, I would not be surprised. But if this stays above the 300s, I would be surprised in the long term. And I will say that a $300 collector booster box is an expensive product, but it doesn't hurt my feelings that much because it's not needed to play the game. Magic the Gathering is the most played TCG in the known universe. It's important for people to be able to get boxes, have sealed experiences, have draft experiences, have pack opening experiences. And for that, we turn to the Play Booster. And it's nice to see a Play Booster that has come down back to Earth. It was around last year this time that we announced we would be getting, maybe it was with Modern Horizons 3, maybe it was with Aether Drift, the reduction of packs in the Play Booster box to bring the price down. And yes, I know, Wizards of the Coast could have just brought the price down, but they didn't, and now we have a Play Booster box that, while it has a few less packs, it is much closer to $100 normally than boxes had been in the past, and it's good to see. You could tell me a story where this box hovers around that $100 to $110 range. Again, way too early predictions, but still, that's a good thing in my opinion. The fact that you can get a box for a stream starting soon. If you saw that, let me know in the comment section below. Whoops. If you can get out and get a box for around $100 as just a fan of the set, as someone who wants to experience this Magic release, that to me is a good thing. You couple that with a lot of the chase treatments these days that are available in collector booster packs are available in Play Boosters. They might not be as abundant, they might not be as likely, but you still can hit that last pack magic in many Play Boosters and get a lot of these treatments of cards, and I think we are in for a wonderful experience for Magic fans. But what about you, the Final Fantasy fan that jumped in just for Final Fantasy and is awaiting Spider-Man? Well, this is going to feel a bit like a lull, and I do believe there is going to be something to this set sandwiched in between two behemoths. The fact that we are still on the back of Final Fantasy, and as far as trading card games and Magic the Gathering sets are concerned, Final Fantasy has held our interest for much longer than we are used to. We look back at something like Lord of the Rings, and it was the last time we were interested in a set for this long. And no, I'm not talking about you. I know you love every set, and you keep going back for more, and you're always interested in the set and story. I know you, YouTube commenter, and I respect that. But the average fan, the normal person, the people that aren't like us that are just making Magic videos on YouTube and consuming all the content we can, and again, subscribing to small channels to help them out, is very much in for the set, in for the experience, maybe dabbles once or twice, and then on to the next thing. It's a wonderful and maybe not so great, sometimes byproduct of Wizards of the Coast rapid release cycle. And this set being smashed in between Final Fantasy, where the hype is still not as high as it was, obviously, but still at a good pace, and preceding Spider-Man by, I think, a month and 26 days exactly. I think Spider-Man is September 26th, and this is August 1st, or whatever that maths out to. It's a weird space for this set to be in. You could tell me the story, you could spin me the yarn, if you will, where this set isn't nearly as successful as it could have been on its own. And we as a community have proven that over time we don't believe in wallet fatigue. Look, we had Lord of the Rings into Commander Masters, two massively selling sets last year that went back to back, and then we had Lord of the Rings Special Edition, which didn't sell right away, but eventually picked up and sold a ton and was prohibitively expensive. It's an absolutely insane set. We will spend what we need to on Magic the Gathering product. It's why they get away with posting secret layer after secret layer after secret layer after release after secret layer, because we will just keep buying them because we love the game. This set, however, does feel like it's an easy skip for someone who's in on value, someone who's in on hype, and they can say, well, I'm still having fun with Final Fantasy, and Spider-Man is right around the corner. I think I'll just wait till then. This kind of traverses me into a video I want to make this week about the Magic fan I never thought I would see, the Magic fan that is just in Magic the Gathering for Universes Beyond, and the next Universes Beyond, and the next Universes Beyond. All in all, I think this set is in a really good product, or a really good space. I think this is going to be in a space. I think this is going to be a lot of fun for me. I think this is going to be a lot of fun for Magic fans, and I think there might be an opportunity for some value to be picked up in this release, because I do believe it's going to be overlooked by many of the people looking for the next big thing, the next tendy, and the next moonshot, going to, all the way up to the moon or whatever it might be. Those are my takes on Edge of Eternities. I will caution people not to take my advice as financial rule of law. This is just how I'm seeing the ecosystem and how I, a fan, not someone who owns a store, but rather someone who is in their basement office that they just cleaned, reorganized, and remodeled. So big shout out to that. But I am just a fan in my basement, and I have no vested interest in the success of the product. It's just something I really enjoy. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to hand pick a video, and I'm going to put it over here for you to check out after this one. If you give it a click and watch it, let me know if you like it. And thank you so much for hanging out. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we'll see you around. All right, goodbye.